Carmi loving yourself so yellow. Yeah. Those are all the little independent pieces, and if you can see, we've got one arm in the yellow and another arm in the kind of, life aquatic blue. And that's just a weird thing for me, where I just kind of wanted to have like a mismatch pair. I talked about this before, but it's just kind of like a funny, not funny, it's just an interesting thing that you can do, where if you want something to look a little more personalized, like, this machine has seen a lot of use, and then it's had parts replaced from other machines. You can sort of have different little parts and panels, different colors, and that's basically the general idea I got from that. And yeah, I've seen that in Star Wars. I've seen that in like with Hideo Kojima in like one of those games, Metal Gear Solid 5. Snake has like a red arm, robot arm, and it's just kind of interesting. So that's why I did that. The gun itself, I suppose we'll have to color something grayish. Maybe we can do a coating of that, just so that we can get a coating of it all down. But yeah, that's the general idea. Yours is looking very nice too, Carmi. I've seen the pics. I've seen pics, and it's looking very, very nice. So yeah, it's really exciting. It's exciting seeing everyone's work coming along. Very fun. There was something else that I was going to do. Maybe we can do this right at the start, just before we start painting. Murdoch! How's it going, Murdoch? How are you today? Nice to see you here. Carmi, thank you. It's been a long time since I hand painted anything. Oh yeah, because you've been all about that spray paint, all about the airbrush, rather. All about that airbrush. Yeah. Well, I think it's just a good kind of thing to have in your arsenal of model making. Like it can only help if you sort of mix it up. If you ever need to do if you primarily use airbrush, but there's certain parts of a model that might benefit from hand painting because like it's a small area, or you just want to get a different feeling to your work, you can just hand paint. It can only help. Murdoch, doing good. Should have started painting the ball yesterday, but I wasn't feeling great. Yeah, it happens, especially this time of season, right? It's gonna happen, but just plug away at it. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that you have some steady progress on yours, and I do hope you start feeling better. Let's put that. So, where is it? Here it is. I've been working on the base just a little bit as well. And I'm thinking that we want to do a bit of plot plating on this, because I've only done a little bit of plot plating, and I think I want to do more of it, but I need to practice, and this is probably as good an opportunity as any to practice, right? So how about we do that? I don't even really have a plan as far as how this is going to look, mind you. I'm just going to kind of wing it as we tend to do here over at Epo Dempsey Roll Studios. Yeah, I figure we could just do a bit of plot plating. Maybe we'll have like a corner that's sort of like this. That kind of like beveled corner look. Maybe. Siang! How's it going, Siang? How are you today? For those that are just tuning in, just joining in, we are working on the ball today. This is the base, and I'll show you guys once again for those that have been coming in just now. This is the progress. Oh, look, it's Chuck. Hey, what's up, Chuck? Get the hell out of here. Be gone, thought. Who's gonna kill it first? Me or Night Trap? Oh wait, I can do it from here. Yeah. Ban? Make sure I got the right one, cause was it the other day? Night Trap accidentally banned a regular, which I've done as well. There you go. Murdoch got some plot plate in for the first time yesterday. Excited to build some stuff with it. Yeah, I have a couple of different kinds of plot plate, and I actually want to buy some more. Oh, by the way, I was distracted, but yeah, this is the progress thus far with the ball, as you guys can see. Yellow. We're painting it like a submarine, like a research submersible. Those are things in real life, but also I'm kind of basing it off of the Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. So yeah, that's the basic general idea. Let's put this aside. And yeah, how about we start off the stream, guys, just kind of working on some plot plate, working on a bit of this. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest, but we'll figure it out. I've only done very little plot plating, and I see that Murdoch has got some as well. You can do amazing things with plot plate. Like, I've seen so much cool stuff, and to be honest, I don't think I'll be able to. I'm trying to keep my ambition in check as far as like what is actually possible. What can I actually do given my current skill level, and so this is just pretty much the extent of it. And eventually I would like to get better with it. And scribing as well. I've done just a bit of scribing as well. I think we want to have this a bit shorter. I don't know. Something like that. I need a plot plate cutter. That would be really good as well. I know that I think Eddie has one, or Jose for sure has one. Yeah, you can do some really great stuff with it. And I have a tiny ruler, but I don't know where it is. That would be very useful to have, because I can only presently find my, oh, here it is. My big ass ruler. Not Slide Wave also makes punches that do specific shapes. Yeah, okay, I want that too. That'll be really useful for sure. And this cutting board, by the way, all the lines are completely obliterated. So I can't really use this anymore for the purposes of cutting. Your first time, you mean it'll be a masterpiece. Ah, you guys are hilarious. Hilarious. I've done just a bit of plot plating in the with the witch. And so this is like really only my second time. Also, I've heard that getting a cry cut machine would be very useful as well. I don't want to use this knife actually. Definitely high. Hilarious? Definitely high. There it is, Carmi. Nut. There it is. I didn't even have to look. The timing on that last time, Carmi, was immaculate. The one that you turned into a clip. That was beautiful timing. Frame perfect. Because what was I saying? I was saying something like apply. I was like, apply with not. That's so Carmi. Carmi's got a list of new tools to get. I do, god damn it. I want to get so many tools. Eddie was right. It's all about the tools. I need tools. I saw that I saw that Trinity, my local store, they got in the vacuum, which I think is the same vacuum as Jose's, or very similar at least. So I mean, kind of want that. Just make my own table? Yeah, exactly. Just make my own table. Jeez. Some plot plate. Why don't I just make my own Gundams while I'm at it? Which I've seen people do, by the way. Like, there's this guy that just used plot plate and made his own aerial just out of plot plate. Like a 1/100 scale aerial. Like, Jesus. Jesus. Show some mercy. Okay. Oh, Jose is here. How's it going, Jose? 2 swipes of the paint and kicks out. How you doing, Jose? I believe today is a special day for Jose on streaming. For those that don't know, he's going to be building a waifu kit today. Setting up for Strum. Wonderful. Wonderful. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. There you go. Cut this. How's everyone doing today? I took a walk in the forest today, as I tend to do. I communed with nature. Well, no, I just happened to be in the area, and I just walked into the snowy ass forest, and it was like, it was kind of amazing looking. I took some pictures. I'll show you guys. Okay, how many of these do I have now? I thought I had 4. Oh yeah, I do have 4. Okay. Let's sand these all down simultaneously. Let's just glue these parts down, and then we'll move on to painting, guys. Let's get some of our drink. Whoop. Oh, also, easy operation was called upon. Let's do some easy operation. There you go. And yeah. Purple put in the request for 6 drinks, 6 consumed beverages, which I'll probably not actually do. That's a lot. But we'll try, if I even remember. Okay. So, what else do we got here? What is this, Metroid? It was Metroid. Okay. Let's just go through this playlist real quick, and then we'll move on. Let's use this glass file. I think we can make some more progress if we just set it up like this. It might be better to glue them all together, but I don't actually want them glued. Well, why? Just thinking, how am I gonna... I kind of want to line them all up together. PG last night, I'm happy how it's turning out. Yeah, Jose. So for those that don't know, Jose Mochi here has been building a perfect grade third-party kit. I don't recall the exact name. If Jose wants to like mention it in the chat so that other people can find it if they want. But yeah, it's a beautiful kit. It's quite an evolved process. I think it's safe to say that it's quite involved. It involves photo etch parts. It involves lights and just a tremendous amount of detail. But damn if it doesn't look good. That is just, it just has so much detail. It's looking really, really nice. Oh, sorry, I missed some other stuff earlier. Do you know what's funny? Hold on, let me get something. Let's get this on. So when I went to pick this up, right, at the hobby store, it was like really, really packed. There was the hobby store that I go to, they also sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They do Warhammer, they do Yu-Gi-Oh. Insecure dudes. Exactly, right? What is that emote? That is hilarious. It's the Doom thing. Yeah, it's always the dudes. Like, well, what is that all about? Okay, let's get this. 90% of the kits are cool. That 10% though, yeah, I mean, there's always going to be like the thing that's just too far, even for me, even for a freak like me. like they've got the new 30-minute sisters, and they're like tiny, like they're tiny little Mecha Musume girls. Like that, I'm kind of like, eh. Some are not allowed in Canada, exactly, and Bacon has been devising ways of how to smuggle them in. Bacon has been concepting ways of how to smuggle in some questionable waifu kits and more into our country, into our communist country. End up in jail. I mean, that would be pretty funny if I turned on the news and I saw Bacon getting arrested, and they show the picture of all the illicit material that he'd been smuggling in. Carmi, right? I just appreciate the build and the design of them. Yeah, it's just fun. I don't know. It's fine. Not so. I usually answer with, I don't know, bro. I just build them and not jerk. Exactly. I don't think that's gonna be a thing. Not slide. Got some splaining to do, Lucy. You've got some splaining to do. I really liked I Love Lucy. I used to watch that shit all the time. I Love Lucy? Hell yeah. Well, that's the general idea, guys. This was just a quick little kind of addition to kind of get some extra detail out of the base, because I'm a sicko. And of course we're going to paint this gray. Maybe we'll add some more notches or something like that. But yeah, not bad, not bad. We're okay. That's pretty neat. And maybe I was thinking maybe I could add an extra little bit of detail. I don't really know. Mando, no wood grain? No wood grain. So I think the next time I stream I might play a game, but then the next time after that, we might try and do some kind of year year in review. I don't really know how that's gonna go, but I've been thinking about it just to sort of look back at all the models I painted. I've painted and built a lot of models, as I'm sure all of you have as well. It's just, I think it's kind of a good thing to just look back on everything that you've done, because yeah, like in my case, I went from kind of not doing much in the hobby these past few years to doing a lot, like way more than I've ever done, like super, super productive. And I'm actually kind of shocked at how much I've done relative to the past when I had done barely anything at all. So yeah, I think it'd be kind of nice. And yeah, we did a lot of models, starting with the little Maschinen Krieger kit. Sorry, not Maschinen Krieger. The little obsolete kit. What is it called? Moderoid? Yeah, the Moderoid kit from Good Smile Company, all the way up to like now. And yeah, there was the witch that I worked on. For Halloween. There was the Frost Giant, which I picked up in February, and I finished around sometime in the middle of the summer. There was the 2 Maschinen Krieger kits, there's waifu kits, there's Gengar, so yeah, it's a lot of stuff, and more stuff that I hadn't even mentioned, like, yeah, so, all in all, pretty productive year. Here, let's get another beverage, guys. In the winter, in the early parts of the year, I worked on some Warhammer stuff, some Eldar that I had painted. I bought like when I was a teenager, and I bought them, I assembled them, and never touched them again for years and years and years. But then when I decided to start streaming and building stuff, I was like, wow, I should finish this. I should finish these Eldar models, finally. So yeah, I finally got around to that, which was kind of neat. Okay. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna assemble all this once again? I feel like I kind of need to get an overall impression of the model in its assembled state, just so that I can kind of get an idea of where I want to put the other details. At least let's just do a quick assembly of a partial assembly. It's pretty neat, just like in its like half-built state too, eh? It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm thinking about introducing a secondary yellow color, like a deeper yellow, to kind of accent the areas. So yeah, let's do that. And oh, there was the other arm. This needs to be painted yellow, but I sprayed it black. So I think I gotta prime this yellow, white. I gotta go back and prime it white. So let's do that now. Boom, boom, boom. Whoa, reach. And let's just use this to put the primer. Whoops. Yeah, I know, eh? Because I don't know, I wasn't really thinking clearly about like how I was gonna paint it. Actually, I didn't even have a color scheme when I primed it. I just assumed like, we'll spray some parts black and we'll spray some parts white. But I didn't really think about exactly which parts would be which. So yeah, that's why we're here now. So yeah, this is gesso. We're just gonna hand prime this. Takes a little while to dry. grab that. Grabby stabby. Let's make sure there's no dust particles. And we kind of have to get like a good angle where we can see all the parts. You're going off the original plan? Oh, really? From the post-it note that you had made, Carmi? You're gonna do something a little different from that? Because I know you had shown me that, and it seemed like a good plan. I'm trying to make sure that there's no paint kind of congealing in the hinge parts. That's the main thing that I'm concerned about here as I'm hand priming. It's more different tones of those colors. Okay, so that's not so bad. That's not so bad. I might have to do 2 coats of primer on this. I have painted yellow on top of black before, but ooh, that's a time-consuming process to get to a point where the yellow is actually kind of bright, and it'll never be as vibrant as it would be if you just started from a white primer, right? So that's why I'm going over this now. And yeah, it looks like a big mess right now, but it kind of dries and shrinks and self-levels nicely. And if you do 2 layers or so, it should be fine. Also, I'm planning on kind of making the hands look a lot more beat up compared to the rest of the model, because they would be sort of the parts that are getting the most use, and so that they would get like kind of weathered more. But yeah, as I said, I was looking up weathering for spacecrafts and space shuttles and stuff, and I was very saddened to find out that that because space is a vacuum, there wouldn't be any rust and stuff. I was like, oh, I love making rust. I love rust. What the heck? What the heck am I gonna do now? So yeah, we're just gonna kind of do scratches and I guess space dust or some crap like that. We'll add on like a layer of dust, something like that. I was even thinking about just painting this like as if it was actually a research submersible. Makes sense. Yeah, I think we were talking about that with Not Slide 2 before. Like a real research vessel in real life, and weathering it as if it was one of those things. But the same kind of applies. Like in all the research that I had done when I was looking up the life aquatic and research vessels, research submersibles, they're actually well kept. You know, they're not very weathered and rusted pieces of junk. That's what I like to paint. I like all the rust, I like all the weathering, I like all the scratches and dings and dents. And that's what keeps my interest. And in my research, you know, you look those things up and they're actually well kept, because you know, it's like expensive pieces of equipment, high-tech stuff that's used for research purposes, and they're well maintained, so they wouldn't really get all that messed up over the years. So again, I was kind of a little disappointed. I'm like, dang it! Where am I supposed to? I want to paint the rust. I want to paint the dust and all this crap. Anyways, that's where you have to kind of take your artistic liberties and just kind of just do it anyways if you really, really want to. I think what I'll do is just I'll paint scratches, and I'll paint some like some dust and stuff, and yeah, that'll be the extent of it. Because then I was talking to Bacon, and I was like, oh yeah, so maybe I'll have some burn marks from when it like re-enters atmosphere. And he was like, actually they don't. Actually they don't. They can't enter Earth's atmosphere. He doesn't talk like that. I don't know why I did that. He's probably listening, but yeah, he was telling me that they don't even enter Earth's atmosphere. They're purely space vehicles. And I was like, dang it. Anyways. It's fun though. It's fun. You kind of want to have a bit of realism. You want your work to kind of make sense for the environment they're in, for the lore, for the setting. All right. There you go. As you can see, it's looking kind of patchy, but that's fine. We'll do a second layer of it, and then it'll probably look a little better. Probably, maybe. Dusty and rusty and grungy, exactly. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like. Give me some of that dusty stuff. If you're using a acrylic retarder, one thing that I've kind of come to learn is that you need to just leave it alone and let it dry, because now you're extending the dry time, right? It takes that much longer for the paint to dry, but it's really, really important that you do not touch it while it's still drying, because if you do that, you're gonna just push around half dry paint, and then you'll actually go back and you'll create brush strokes, which is kind of like the whole point of using acrylic retarders, to kind of get rid of those brush strokes, right? So you really need to just chillax and kind of wait it out. Of course, you could use like you could use something. I think if you use like a hair dryer, you could probably do things a lot quicker. I don't feel like doing that, getting that out. But yeah. Jose, dude, I wanted to punch my boss in the face. Yeah, but the PG kit made my night. And also you get, oh, what a sweetie. What a sweetie pie, that mochi. Yeah. Okay. I guess... should I... Are we gonna try and get away with murder here? Let's just try and paint this with only the one coat of primer, of white primer. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. And yeah, I just want a customer to punch me in the face so I can get workers' comp. Are you gonna try and bait them? You gonna try and taunt them? Ebo taking... Yes. Let's do it. I mean, I did put one coat of primer on. Actually, it's two. It's black primer and then the hand primer layer. So that's already like a lot of primer, a lot of thickness on it. And I think I can get away with it, because this hand manipulator thing, it's gonna get weathered a lot more than the rest of the model, because in my head canon, it would just see a lot more use and it would get shreked. Just talk shit about what they bought, bait them into throwing hands. Yeah, we gotta let this dry. Thinks his Saturday will be spent painting. Never mind, it's Christmas Eve. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, as far as how much time and when and what opportunities you'll have to paint, it's like you gotta really kind of think about it, because there's like, yeah, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, even the day after Christmas, for me, for Canadians, probably gonna be a wash. Boxing Day, yeah, because I might be just like out all day frickin' shopping or something. I don't know. We'll see. Wait, Manda, are you Canadian? Americans don't celebrate Boxing Day. Ah, you're American, but you know, you're aware. He's aware. I'm not really looking for anything. No, they don't. But they get the day off regardless, right? But they don't. Americans. We celebrate Christmas leftovers. Oh, you don't normally have it off. Shit. I thought they did. Ah, just got lucky. Okay. Let's take stock of what we've done thus far. All of this has got one layer of paint, but we need to do another for sure. It's a little fleck of paint there that's not supposed to be there. That's fine. This pier, the underside needs to get painted. Christmas is observed on Monday as far as holiday for me. Oh. Corpo. What are the other starting classes? You can be a corpo, you can be an edge runner or something. A street something or other. What day does Christmas fall on? Purple wishes he had Monday off. Sun Dizzle. Bling. Alina. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Nomad. Oh, okay. Eddie, kinda happy we closed on Xmas. I won't be able to celebrate New Year's. Oh, really? No New Year's? Consume beverage, I gotcha. Got iced coffee here. Speaking of work, Mando, gotta get back to it. No problem. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping by once again. How's it going, Alina? What are you up to? We are just working on this ball here. Taking time. Any special plans for Christmas and New Year's? Nothing really. I don't think so. New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, we might be going out somewhere, and then Boxing Day might be doing some shopping, of course, but yeah, nothing really all that special. As far as I know. Sometimes plans can change at the drop of a hat, and then I don't know, we're somewhere. We're doing something. Who knows? But as far as I know, nothing. Save for New Year's. Regular, degular. And yourself, Bacon? Any plans? Yeah, we gotta let this dry. I think that we're gonna paint one of these panels the blue. For real? Eddie, what kind of content can we expect on your OnlyFans? Are you going the whole 9 yards? Are we gonna see Eddie's actual spaghetti? Same knot slide? Oh my god. Is that the wave? Are we gonna see an influx of former makers and crafting? There's gonna be letting it all hang out. Is that the new meta? The great migration. They used to build Gunpla. Now they're showing off the guns. I don't know. Let's just get rid of you. Goodbye. Odd. Tis the season, I suppose. People are still, I mean, they live for it. It's what brings them joy to their lives. It's like, God, I just love being annoying. Just why I wake up every morning. I want to find a random streamer and just annoy them. Oh no, I'm going the erotic BL fan fiction route? Oh my goodness. Not slide. At least your films will have plot. Wait a minute. You're making like full-on films? What? Alright. We got to... Yeah. Let's paint this cannon. I don't really have a good idea in mind for the cannon. I guess... You know what I should do? I should look up a color palette for the Life Aquatic and find like a suitable color. Probably like a dark green. Maybe a dark green would do? Possibly? We gotta also find a method to attach this. Wait, that's not good. Bacon, have you ever read manga but somehow ended up reading the whole thing for the plot? It's like, actually, I feel like that's Eddie when he plays... Yeah, you guys were talking about this metamorphosis thing. And I remember I was like, oh, you mean like the book? like the surrealist book by Kampf or something. I forget by who. And you're like, no, actually it's absolutely not that. I was like insistent, like, oh, is that what you mean? Anyways, let's paint this brown. I think brown might do. Yo, Vanilla with the raid. How's it going, Vanilla? Thank you so much for the raid. Hello everyone, what's up? Vanilla raid. Steph, how's it going, Steph? Yes, we are painting the ball, as you can see. This is coming along. Take care of them now, Ebo. No promises. They might emerge wounded. Holiday sloth. There you go. I got you, Steph. How's it going, Steph? And how's it going, Vanilla? And how's it going, Raiders? What's up? What's up? Yeah, over here on this channel, we paint little models like this. This is the Life Aquatic styled submersible, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. This is just the base coat, and we're gonna do some shading on it and stuff. That's so cool. Thank you, thank you. It's going. How are you? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. You know, we're just trying to make it through the holidays, I guess. I don't know. It's all good. Let's put this. Bacon's like, oh shit, gang, let's be on our best behavior. Well, I mean, that's between you guys. I remain innocent. I don't know what this this metamorphosis book is all about, but yeah. Eddie, we gotta raid when the spicy conflict is at an all-time high. Bacon, time for work. Oh, see that's Bacon's Steph innocent, quote unquote. Yeah, that's the other thing. You guys think you have to be on your best behavior. Everyone knows the deal here. We try our hardest to be on the side of good, but no matter how hard we try, inevitably the darkness takes over, and we start talking about all sorts of things. The Kafka book? Yeah. See, that's what I thought they were talking about. Franz Kafka? Metamorphosis? I remember reading that. And then they're like, no, you sweet summer child. This is something else. Vanilla. No, go back. I believe we were talking about visual novels. I think they were talking about visual novels. It's a genre that has a lot of different content in it. But some visual novels have erotic content. And I think that's what what we've been talking about. Not so like no. I like that Bacon's like, all right, gotta go though. No, I honestly don't know what the metamorphosis is with regard to visual novels. Michiru Yamane, the composer for Symphony of the Night, she's great, really good stuff. But let's go back to something else. By the way, guys, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about something. The other day, I watched Black Adam. Who has seen Black Adam? It sucks. It's bad. And man, it's just kind of shocking how bad it is. Or maybe it's not shocking at all, because it is The Rock, after all. We're kind of fully aware of The Rock kind of quality of movies. They just have a certain kind of feeling. They have a certain kind of quality to them, or lack of quality. So I mean, I guess in that sense, it's not a surprise. But man, that was a stinker of a movie. Steph O, have you seen it or not seen it? With Rowan Atkinson, Black Adder. That's like Black Adder, which I've never seen. I do like Mr. Bean though. Mr. Bean Christmas special is fucking awesome. Dwayne Johnson's ego ruined the movie. It's just really safe, you know, like The Rock, like Black Adam should be this villain, right? Black Adder? Wait, isn't it called Black Adder? Wait, what's happening? Black Adam? Now, Mr. Bean as Black Adam, that would be very good. Hawkman would not job out to. I thought you said black. Well, Black Adam, Adam. So you're like triple off now. um, Hawkman was so weird. They just wanted to make Hawkman Black Panther. Did you not get those vibes? Whatever. Steph's like, whatever. I give up. Did you not get the sense that they just wanted to make him like Black Panther? Like he flies a ship, which in my entire I don't have the best knowledge of Hawkman, but I don't think he has his own ship. Right? And yeah, he jumps out of the ship just like Black Panther. Man, what was that all about? Hawkman's actually OP though. His hammer wasn't even mentioned to be nth metal. Oh, his ship was though. I think people would have just assumed that all of his armor was nth metal as well. But the introduction of nth metal at all just seems really kind of confusing. Like they just wanted to throw that in there because they know that fans would get a rise out of it. But it's just so confusing because that it's yeah, everyone here, this movie Black Atom, Black Adder, they're all after Eternium. That's the mineral. That's the stone that we're after. Meanwhile, there's this other guy with nth metal, which is also super awesome, but that's not the one we want. It's just so silly, right? And Dr. Fate would have been much more powerful. Everyone had the job to the Rock, right? It's not great. It was kind of, it felt like a missed opportunity. It could have been so much better, but unfortunately it was not. Ugh. DC, what are they even doing these days? I don't even know. It's so wild. Dwayne The Rock, the Tooth Fairy. Maui might just be his best role in recent years. And even then, it was just kind of I don't know, he's just The Rock, really, as a cartoon man. That might have been his best role. Yeah, he's definitely overrated, and he sells people on this brand of he's an action hero, guys, but he's also safe and you can watch it with your family, so you don't have to worry because he's not going to be too violent. It's just going to be perfect for fans of all ages to enjoy. That's the kind of Rock movie that he makes. That's the kind of movies that he makes, and it kind of wears on you after a while. You can kind of see it coming. You're like, yeah. And so there was this belief that Black Adam was going to kind of change that, because not that I'm super familiar with the comics, guys, of Black Adam, but my understanding is that Black Adam in the comic is he's practically a villain. He's almost he's even worse than Doctor Doom, right? He's a full-on villain who decapitates people and stuff, and he just finds himself in situations where he's the lesser of two evils, right? It's not that he's a hero. And so it's okay, maybe we'll have an opportunity here for The Rock to expand his acting range and get into more meatier kind of roles, something where he's gonna have to actually try and act. No. he just does Rock things. He's basically just The Rock, and yeah, he might be ever so slightly more kind of edgier, I suppose, but it's still within the confines of what you would expect The Rock to do. It sucks. It is the second worst DC movie that I can think of in recent years. Wonder Woman 84 being the actual worst that really sucked. And I actually liked the first Wonder Woman movie. But yeah, it's wild. Don't forget Dwayne, the Scorpion King. Have you guys seen uh uh uh, uh Nope? They have this running gag about about the Scorpion King in it, which is so out of left field. Like, I wasn't ever expecting to be reminded of the Scorpion King at any point in time in my life. And then suddenly it was brought up in Nope. It was good. Yeah. Steph, you love Nope? Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I really liked it. I actually have only seen. Yeah, I think that's the only Jordan Peele movie that I've seen. And I want to watch more because I actually really liked Nope. It was good. It was damn good. And there's even Akira. There's even an Akira reference. It's the only sci-fi movie that got me scared. You should see the first one, Get Out. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I know that there was like a big buzz for that movie. Sorry, gotta close the window. It's getting cold. Oh, it wasn't as good. What was the second one called? What was that one called? I haven't seen that one. Vanilla, I can't find anyone to watch it with. You don't want... Why can't you find anyone to watch it with? It's good. Oh, you don't remember? Tell them it has the Steph seal of approval, and then they'll be like, the Steph seal of approval? Well, shit, I gotta watch it now. Okay, I think we gotta take this thing off. Who the hell's Steph? But they'll only ask that after they actually watch. They'll sit down for the entire movie and they'll be like, wait, who's Steph again? Why are we following what she says? Why does her word carry weight? Hey, it's Paper Joey. How's it going, Paper Joey? Nice to see you here. We are working on our ball today. Exactly, it'll be too late. It'll be too late to ask questions. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for stopping by, everyone, by the way. We are getting dangerously close to Christmas time. Santa's going to drop the chimney demon. That's what Santa is. He's a chimney demon. Yeah, it's pretty nutty. That work grind, though. I hope you're doing well. Going to hide? Why are you going to hide? Think about it. He's a demon. Think about it. Think about it. You mix the words in Santa and what does it spell? Think about it. This is very satisfying, painting this long barrel. Exactly. Antas. Keep trying. You'll find it. You'll find the secret of Christmas. I think I need to do a second, like, color. Like, this is probably... I don't know. I don't think it'll look good if I just do it this one purple. Brown. I have to add some flair to it in some way. Okay. That's probably good enough. Let's clean this. It'll be easier to paint these parts if I Here, let's take this off. Hopefully I don't break something. Okay, you know what? Let's just leave him on, because I'm scared of breaking something. Yeah, that Black Adam, man. What the hell? That movie, it's booty booty butt cheeks. I don't even see the point of it being made. And you know what the other thing kind of pisses me off, guys? I don't know if anyone has seen Shazam. You know Shazam, right? Like the Zachary Levi movie. I actually think that's a pretty good movie. It's actually kind of underrated. And it's just like a good movie compared to all the other DC movies out there. I feel like it kind of knew what it wanted to be. And for those that don't know, Shazam, or Captain Marvel as he's called, and Black Adam are related. They draw their power from a very similar kind of source. And you know how Shazam, he says like the names of like Greek gods, like the strength of, you know, like S stands for the wisdom of Solomon. Oh, that's not a Greek god. But yeah, the wisdom of Solomon, you know, the strength of Hercules, Shazam, the speed of Achilles, blah, blah, blah. Black Adam draws power similarly from like Egyptian gods. So it's like, you know, the strength of Sotek and so on and so forth. It's kind of interesting, kind of cool, but they do not address that at all in the movie. It's kind of lame. I'm sad Adam's name isn't Shazadam. 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 Shazatter. And actually that's the whole point of the movie at the end. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to get a superhero name because I need to be a superhero in the modern world. And I'm going to call myself," and then it goes to black and it's the name of the movie, Black Adam. Like, oh, great. Yay. Steph, do you ever put hours and promises into a project only to feel like you've made a huge mistake 70% of the way in? Oh no! I mean, I put in a lot of time into projects, and I definitely feel like I've messed it up in some way. Like, I don't know if you're working on something now, and you're working with someone for this project, but you can always like kind of contact them and kind of touch base and see if you're on the right track. Like, you know, when I've done editorial work, like that's exactly what that process is like. You know, it's like a back and forth. I'll spend a lot of time working on something, and then I'll show the editor, and they'll be like, "Oh, actually, we want something more like this, not like this shit that you're doing." And I'm like, "Great, awesome. Back to the drawing board." So I mean, yeah, that's kind of just how it is. And also there's a lot of like self-doubt too when you're working on some stuff. Sometimes it's like in your own head that you think it's not on the right track, but then you show someone and it's like, actually, yeah, that's pretty much what we wanted. Sometimes it's like in your own head. Carmi, it was good. Oh yeah. Shazam. That movie, by the way, was filmed primarily in Toronto, and actually like very close to like places where I've been, like my neighborhoods and stuff. So if you ever watch that movie and like the scene with the mall, I've been to that mall. There's like exterior shots of apartments. Like I know where that is. Like I've been there. It's pretty cool. Carmi's like, Gunn is getting rid of everyone. Yeah, he is. It's kind of crazy. I kind of respect it in some ways, but at the same time, he's like ruffling feathers a lot and pissing off a lot of people. But all he has to do is just make one good movie, and I think people will be on board. But I don't know. I feel like DC is such a toxic property at this point. I don't know if you can make anyone happy with DC, to be honest. Paper Joy, maybe they don't want to talk about religion. Yeah, maybe they don't want to get into the whole religious aspect. I mean, I don't know who praises like snake gods presently. At least not like a lot of people praise like Egyptian gods, not to my knowledge. I don't know. The same with Greek gods. I don't know how many people actually are devout believers in Zeus, but maybe. Arch. How's the ball coming along? Here is the ball. Here's the progress. Arch. Hey, what's up, Arch, by the way? I may not have said hello. Yeah, we've disassembled some parts. But yeah, we've got the basic yellow coat down, and now we're kind of adding a secondary accent of a darker kind of ochre yellow to some spots. Just some spots around. How cute. Cute ball. Yeah. That's the progress so far. I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. It's looking pretty good. Steph, that's cool. I want to see a movie where I recognize the places. That's not Washington, D.C. Like, yeah, so there's a handful of movies that are filmed in Toronto. You're probably familiar with, like, have you seen Scott Pilgrim, Steph? There's a lot of places, I mean, that was filmed in Toronto, so you'd probably be familiar with a few of them. And Toronto actually gets to be Toronto, which is kind of special. Like, a number of movies are filmed in Toronto and surrounding areas, but they have to pretend to be New York, they have to be Chicago. But Scott Pilgrim is kind of neat because it's a comic book movie that actually gets to be Toronto. Steph, that's the thing I'm working on, is a Christmas gift for someone. Oh, yeah, to make it work or I have nothing for them. Get a second pair of eyes. Get a third party to take a look at it. And maybe that'll get you a new perspective. Got a couple days left there, Steph. New York, Canada, exactly, Paper Joey. What, Carmi? He'll ochre your yellow? Is that, Are you trying to make a pun? Spots on my ball? Oh boy. Arch. Steph, I haven't, but it sounds like an idea. That sounds cute. Oh. Arch, Suicide Squad was in Toronto? Toronto? I like the spelling of that. Toronto. Wait, the Suicide Squad? Oh no, the first Suicide Squad. Steph gets some other opinions for sure. The second Suicide Squad is really good though, guys. If you haven't seen the second one, The Suicide Squad, it's like really good. And that's actually James Gunn, by the way. It's directed by James Gunn, so I mean, even though people have some doubts about him, I really like it. Carmi, I really don't know what I mean when I say things like that. It just comes out of your mouth. That's awesome. Never change, Carmi. Toronto. Tirana. Hashtag unfiltered. But yeah, please check out The Suicide Squad, which is the second one. I think you guys might like it. It is a sequel. It has some of the same characters, but it's just like a way better movie. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing in life? Gotta get this coding down. Spots on my ball. Ba-dum-bum. Black Adam. I also saw Black Panther also. last week, and I thought that movie was great. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. That was a tearjerker. I'm a nerd. I'm a you guys. Deep dark secret that you might not know about me. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. And I really liked the first Black Panther movie. I was honestly legit shook when I found out that the actor that played Black Panther, when he died, I was so. Epo's a nerd confirmed. Unfollow. Why you never told me this? It's guys. I'm just coming out of the secrets. The secret is out now, guys. I'm outing myself. A nerd. Yeah. Black Panther 2 was really good. It was a tearjerker at times, guys. Maybe that's because I'm a nerd. I don't know, but like a handful of times, not just one or two instances. A handful of times, I was like, "What is this salty discharge emanating from my eyes? What's going on? Am I feeling human emotions? This doesn't seem right." But it was good. It was good. Salty discharge? What's the salty discharge? Carmy. I have to teach you about other things. Other things than the naughty things that your mind immediately goes to. Yeah, it was good. There's a handful of it's all I know. It's all I know. That's all I know how to be. There's a couple of things in that movie that are kind of dumb, to be honest. Like some plot things. It's just like, well, see, I don't know who's seen it, so I don't want to talk about it too much. But yeah, the reason why certain events happen, it just seems a little silly, to be honest. But overall, a really good movie. Angela Bassett is in the movie. Well, she was in the first one. She's Black Panther's mother, right? So she's like the Queen Ramonda at the start of the movie. And she's so good. Like Angela Bassett is like an amazing actress. And I don't know, I don't really expect great acting from superhero movies. I just expect like decent acting, just fine. But yeah, Angela Bassett's really good in it. All around a good movie. You could not have two more opposite movies than Black Adam and Black Panther 2. I'll tell you that much. One is like really good quality and the other one's like, holy crap. This sucks. I think I should... Where's my stabby thing? Oh, here it is. There's a couple of parts here where I'm kind of overpainting and getting into the other yellow. I don't think that's too big of a deal at this point in time. We can fix it, but also we're going to do a bit of weathering, and so it's not the worst thing in the world because it's really all going to get covered up and stuff. But yeah, we're going to have to be careful to not overpaint into those areas. And we're trying to do a very solid coating of this paint, but it's a little presently I can see that it's a little patchy, to be honest, which is not ideal. Would you consider that weird color mixing to be color modulation or no? Nah, I wouldn't consider that, because like, I mean, that would be more like deliberate, right? Like I would be deliberately kind of going for that when I'm not. It could be cool. That would be cool if I was deliberately doing that, but I'm not. This is just a lack of skill. And I've done kind of stuff like that before, but I was thinking about having, like, deliberately doing that, as I've done kind of with some of my other models. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought, and the more reference I looked at, it just seemed like this should be a more slick and clean kind of project. Do you know what I mean? Carmi has a question. Shoot, go for it, Carmi. Let us hear your question. Not so, I wouldn't say it's a lack of skill. I definitely have to say it's just because you're going fast. Yeah. I'm trying to go fast, and I feel like it could turn more solid right now if I do more layers, and I kind of do intend to add more layers. But it does take a little time, because yellow is just really notorious for that shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you're painting yellow, it's just a very common problem when you're painting yellow, to get a really good saturated, impacted kind of color. The life balquatic. Carmi, you said retardant for acrylics. Do you, alcohol, thinner, either? Oh, okay. So this is what I use, which is which is in a ketchup bottle, a mini ketchup bottle. But this would have been Liquitex. It's Liquitex brand acrylic retarder. That's what it would be called. Liquitex acrylic retardant. Apple juice. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's apple juice. No. And it was in a plastic bottle, but over time that bottle actually started to disintegrate, because this is like a solvent effectively, right? And so it'll kind of break down plastics. This is a glass bottle, that's why I transferred it into a glass bottle. It does have a slightly yellow tint to it, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference once you kind of get into painting and using it, mixing it with paint. It's not that big of a deal. There's a specific item for it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I use. And you want to use just, like, not too much of it, to be honest. The whole point of using something like that is to lengthen the drying time of your paint, because acrylic paint in particular is notorious for taking a very short amount of time to dry, right? I'm sure all of you are aware of that it dries quite quickly, and because of that, it creates issues with streaks, because it's like drying on your brush, it's drying on your model, like the minute you start putting it on the model, right? And so that's how streaks can occur, right? You get those like yucky brush strokes. Do you know what I mean? So adding water helps to thin it out, of course, but also if you really want to get into it, you can use something like the acrylic retarder. And I normally don't bother using acrylic retarder when I'm painting like miniature figures, right? Because you're painting such a small surface, you're not really going to have much of an issue with seeing the brush strokes in as much as if you would be painting a larger surface, much like we're painting right now. This is a much larger surface, and you're just going to have more of a chance to see those brush strokes over a bigger surface. And that's why I tend to use it for that. But yeah, guys, like that's something I actually want to open up for everyone. If you have a question about what I'm doing, especially if it's about painting, like just ask and I'll try my best to answer it. What was it, last month there was that whole drama with that guy, that one guy, and he was trying to make a buck off of teaching people stuff that was like, you guys know everything. And you know, to be honest, I kind of wish he went through with it. We don't have to go over that whole thing, but it's sort of made me realize, like, you know what, like, I've been doing this for a long time. I know certain things. I know a thing or two. You know, I'm not gonna say I know everything, but you know, if you guys have a question, I can try and answer it. You know, if you've got if you got a question, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys? Open up a Patreon. I was thinking about opening up a what is it called? A coffee? A Ko-fi? That seems more like something I could do. I feel like if I were to do a Patreon, there would be this feeling like I'd need to like constantly update it with stuff, and I feel like I might not be able to keep up. Whereas Ko-fi seems a little more relaxed. I don't know. I don't really know actually, guys. Arch Ko-fi is pretty good. Yeah. What do you have one yourself, Arch? Anyways, if anyone has any knowledge about this kind of thing, please let me know. Send me your links, send me your information, send me your thoughts and feelings about such things. If you don't want to talk about it here, because I do kind of want to learn about that. Not slide. Oh yeah, how much do I owe you for the knowledge? Yeah, I'm gonna charge you your bills in the mail. What paint color are you using? If you want to know, join my $15 a month tier. Exactly. Even though, like, clearly the bottle is right here. Oh, you do have one, Arch. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I might have to pick your brains about that at some point. If you don't mind. I did want to do more drawing this month, to be honest, but I actually ended up not doing too much. Just kind of worked out that way. There's like 5 days left till Christmas. If I can do at least one more Christmas-related drawing, that'll be a dub for me. I kind of wanted to do more, but it just didn't work out, unfortunately. Sub for the $100 tier and get a free color suggestion. Exactly. I'll just send you like a one-liner email, just like blue. Turquoise. Not slide start a tab. We're definitely going to see more of that though. Like tutorials and people with paid lessons and stuff like that. It's going to happen. If not him, someone else will do it, because it's been happening in other hobbies and stuff, right? In Warhammer and stuff, and like art and illustration. Oh, Death! What's up, Death? We're almost out of my drink here. There you go. I still feel like this kind of ochre color, this ogre color, could be a bit more saturated, could be a bit more solid. Unfortunately, just, yes, yellow is like really, really tricky for me. And it's kind of just a matter of just doing multiple layers until it looks right, so yeah. Maybe what we'll do is we'll take a quick look at the decals after this one layer. Ko-fi's pretty neat for commission goals and blog posts, I guess. That's what I've used it for mostly. Okay, cool. Interesting. Wah! See that? Oh, bad. Okay. Ooh, tricky. Don't want to get any of this paint on the clear green plastic. I could take it off. Let's just remove it then. Light colors and pastels are tricky. Yeah, Death. Yeah, it is. Yellow. I mean, spraying with a light color like this with white helps a lot, of course. But at the end of the day, it's still going to cause problems. I love disassembling this. This is really fun. Yeah. Come out. You know, I actually had heard that some people use an undercoat of pink for yellow. When they're painting yellow, they actually will do like an airbrush of pink. And I saw the results, and it's actually really good. It actually looks really, really nice. You wouldn't think so, though, right? You wouldn't think that would actually work, but it does. It kind of just brings out like the vibrancy of the yellow. You can see that outside, yeah. It brings out the vibrancy and adds like a warmth, I guess, to the yellow. Viper, you do that. Comes as a vibrant... Shit! I should have done that. As the Viper seal of approval? God damn it. I should have done that. How you doing, Viper, by the way?